Hello students, see today's problem. From the following particulars, prepare cash flow statement as per accounting standard 3rd. Equity and liabilities. First, shareholders fund, share capital and reserve and surplus. For these items, notes are given. So we will discuss while reading the notes. Now, non-current liabilities. Long-term borrowings, again note is given, current liabilities. For short-term borrowings, note is given, trade payables, it was 24,000 and now it is 22,000 in current year. So there is decrease in trade payables, it is a current liability. For short-term provisions, again note is given. Now assets, non-current assets, fixed assets tangible, note is given. Current assets, inventory, there is increase in inventory. Trade receivables, there is increase in trade receivables. Cash and cash equivalents amounts are given, and other current assets, there is increase in other current assets also. Now see the notes to accounts. Share capital, there is no change in equity share capital, but preference share capital was nil on 31st March 2015, and on 31st March 2016 it is rupees 20,000. So there is issue of preference shares. Reserve and surplus, there is no change in general reserve, and profit and loss balances are given. Opening balance 2,000, closing balance 2,400. Now long-term borrowings. Long-term borrowings, 15% debentures were rupees 12,000 and now they are rupees 14,000. So there will be issue of debentures. Short-term borrowings, bank overdraft was 25,000 and now it is 13,600. So bank overdraft paid. Provision for taxation. See, in the adjustments, provision for tax made is given, so we have to prepare provision for taxation account separately in this problem, and we have to find the tax paid during the year. Okay, now fixed assets account, as there is adjustment on fixed assets, we have to prepare fixed assets account as well as accumulated depreciation account. Other current assets, in other current assets there is prepaid expenses, and as we have discussed earlier, there is increase in prepaid expenses. Okay, see the additional information. Fixed assets sold for rupees 10,000, their cost rupees 20,000, and accumulated depreciation till the date of sale on them rupees 6,000. So we are preparing fixed assets account. Interim dividend paid during the year rupees 9,000. So this interim dividend will be included in cash flow from financing activities, and while calculating net profit before tax, we have to add this interim dividend paid. Provision for tax made, we will prepare provision for taxation account and we will find out the tax paid during the year. Then tax paid during the year will be deducted from cash generated from operations in operating activities, and current year's provision will be added in net profit while calculating net profit before tax. Proposed dividend for previous year was rupees 10,000 and current year is rupees 11,600. Here proposed dividend are not accounted for, म्हणजे त्यांना अकाउंट्समध्ये इन्क्लूड केलेलं नाही आहे, त्यामुळे शॉर्ट टर्म प्रोव्हिजन्समध्ये प्रपोज डिव्हिडंड दिलेला नाही आहे. त्यामुळे या प्रॉब्लेममध्ये आपल्याला प्रिव्हियस इयरचा जो प्रपोज डिव्हिडंड आहे तो यावर्षी पेड केलेला आहे असं दाखवावं लागेल, दॅट इज रुपीज 10,000. आणि हा जो प्रपोज डिव्हिडंड आहे हाच प्रपोज डिव्हिडंड आपल्याला फायनान्सिंग ॲक्टिव्हिटीजमध्ये पेमेंट ऑफ डिव्हिडंड म्हणून घ्यावा लागेल. त्याचप्रमाणे नेट प्रॉफिट बिफोर टॅक्सेशन कॅल्क्युलेट करताना सुद्धा प्रपोज डिव्हिडंड फॉर प्रिव्हियस इयर 10,000 आपल्याला ॲड करावं लागेल. करंट इयरचा प्रपोज डिव्हिडंड अकाउंटिंग केलेलं नाही, त्यामुळे आपण कुठेही कन्सिडर करणार नाही प्रॉब्लेममध्ये. अदरवाईज आपण काय करतो तर प्रिव्हियस इयरचा डिव्हिडंड पेड केला असं दाखवतो आणि करंट इयरचा डिव्हिडंड प्रपोज डिव्हिडंड म्हणून आपण करंट इयरच्या नेट प्रॉफिटमध्ये ॲड केलेलं दाखवतो, पण तसं या प्रॉब्लेममध्ये करायचं नाही, हे कृपया लक्षात ठेवा. ओके, सो लेट्स सॉल्व दिस प्रॉब्लेम नाव. So now we will prepare cash flow statement of dash company limited. Name of the company is not given in this problem, and before that, as usual, we have to prepare some working notes. That is, we have to calculate net profit before tax, then we have to prepare fixed assets account, accumulated depreciation account, and provision for tax account. Okay, so let's start. We will calculate net profit before tax. See the problem. Closing balance of profit and loss statement is given to 2400. So as on 31st March 2017, as on 31st March 2016, it is given in note number second 2400. Okay, it is 2400. Now less opening balance, less balance of statement of profit and loss as on 31st March 2015, it is given 2000, so difference is 400. Now add. See the adjustment. Proposed dividend, it is given in the adjustment. See the problem. Proposed dividend for previous year rupees 10,000 and current year rupees 11,600. Okay, now and provision for tax is given 9,400. So provision for tax for current year, current year's provision is given directly 9,400. We have to prepare provision for tax account to calculate tax paid during the year. Okay, so it is 9,400. Now in the problem, see the adjustment. Interim dividend is paid during the year 9,000, so we will include interim dividend also. Interim dividend paid is 9,000. Okay, and now proposed dividend. See last year's proposed dividend for previous year means last year was rupees 10,000. तो पेड केलेला असणार आहे, सो वी विल ॲड 10,000 इयर. आता या प्रॉब्लेममध्ये मी मगाशी प्रॉब्लेममध्ये तुम्हाला सांगितलं होतं फॉर प्रिव्हियस इयर. या प्रॉब्लेममध्ये प्रपोज डिव्हिडंडचं अकाउंटिंग केलेलं नाही, त्यामुळे मागच्या वर्षीचा जो प्रपोज आहे तो यावर्षी पेड केला आहे, म्हणून आपण तो या ठिकाणी ॲड करणार आहोत आणि डिव्हिडंड पेड म्हणून फायनान्सिंग ॲक्टिव्हिटीजमध्ये पण दाखवणार आहोत. करंट इयरचा जो प्रपोज डिव्हिडंड आहे त्याचं अकाउंटिंग झालेलं नाही, त्याला आपण इग्नोर करणार आहोत. प्रॉब्लेममध्ये आपण कुठेही घेणार नाही आहोत, कारण अकाउंटिंग झालेलं नसल्यामुळे तो नेट प्रॉफिट करताना कुठेही इन्क्लूड गेलेला नाही असं अज्युम केलेलं आहे. अंडरस्टूड. सो नाव वी हॅव टू ॲड धिस. इट इज 28,800. सो नेट प्रॉफिट बिफोर टॅक्स here is 28,800. Okay, now fixed assets account. See the opening balance is 82,000. To balance brought down 82,000 and buy balance carried down, it is given 80,000. Accumulated depreciation opening balance, buy balance brought down, it is given 22,000 and to balance carried down, it is given in the problem 30,000. Okay, now see the problem. In first adjustment they told us that fixed asset was sold rupees 10,000, its cost rupees 20,000 and accumulated depreciation till the date rupees 6,000. Okay, so amount of sale is rupees 10,000 and accumulated depreciation is rupees 6,000. Okay, so two fixed assets account, rupees 6,000, this is accumulated depreciation of the sold asset 6,000. Second posting, debit side of accumulated depreciation account to fixed assets account. So credit side of fixed assets by accumulated depreciation account, amount is 6,000. Now entry of sale by bank account, sale amount is given rupees 10,000. Okay, now no other information is given, so we have to tally. Before that we have to enter loss in sale of fixed asset. So by लॉस इन सेल कसा कॅल्क्युलेट केला आहे बघा. त्याने असं सांगितलं की 10,000 रुपीजला मशिनरी सोल्ड केले, तिची कॉस्ट 20,000 होती, ॲक्युमुलेटेड डेप्रिसिएशन 6,000 होतं. सो आफ्टर डिडक्टिंग डेप्रिसिएशन फ्रॉम 20,000 द रिटर्न डाऊन व्हॅल्यू विल बी 14,000 अँड दॅट फिक्स ॲसेट वॉज सोल्ड फॉर रुपीज 10,000. सो देअर विल बी लॉस ऑफ रुपीज 4,000. अंडरस्टूड. सो दिस लॉस we will add in non-cash and non-operating items. This entry of sale of fixed asset will be included in investing activities and purchase of fixed asset will be also be included in investing activities. Now we will tally these accounts. Here the total is 1 lakh. Minus 82,000, so it is 18,000. Sorry, 18,000. It is to bank account. Balancing figure and meaning is purchase of fixed asset. Okay, so this entry will also be included in cash flows from investing activities. Now let's tally this. 30 plus 6, it is 36,000. 36,000 minus 22,000, so it will be 14,000. This is current year's depreciation. So by statement of profit and loss, current year's depreciation rupees 14,000, it will be added in net profit before tax in operating activities. Okay, in this way we have prepared all these three working notes. Now last working note of provision for tax. In this problem, provision for tax of current year is given, opening and closing balances are given, so we have to calculate tax paid this year. So let's start. Provision for tax, opening balance is given rupees 6,000. So by balance brought down 6,000 and to balance carried down 8,400. Provision for tax, opening balance and closing balance. Okay, now current year's provision is given, so by statement of profit and loss, current year's provision, it is given 9,400. So now let's tally, then we will get income tax paid during the year. 9,400 plus 6,000, so it is 15,400 minus 8,400, so balancing amount will be 7,000 to bank account. This is balancing figure and meaning is income tax paid during the year, means income tax paid current year. Okay, so in this way we have prepared all the working notes. This entry will be this, that is this income tax paid will be deducted from cash generated from operations. Okay, so let's start preparing cash flow statement. And as we know, first point will be cash flows from operating activities. Cash flows from operating activities. First point is net profit before tax. We have calculated it 28,800. Now B point is adjustment for non-cash and non-operating items. Adjustment for non-cash and non-operating items. Okay, so add. We have to add depreciation as we have discussed earlier. Depreciation for current year 14,000. Okay, then loss in sale of fixed assets rupees 4,000. So let's write these two items. Depreciation rupees 14,000. Then loss in sale of fixed assets, we have calculated it rupees 4,000. Loss in sale of fixed assets is rupees 4,000. Okay, now see in the problem some other information is given indirectly, that is interest on debentures. See in the third note, in long term borrowings they have debentures of rupees 12,000. they are 15% debentures and now they are 14,000. बरोबर आहे. तर आता ह्या डिबेंचरचा रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट 15% असल्यामुळे वी हॅव टू कॅल्क्युलेट 15% इंटरेस्ट ऑन डिबेंचर्स. ओके, सो वी विल कॅल्क्युलेट 15% ऑन रुपीज 12,000. कारण नवीन जे इश्यू केलेले डिबेंचर्स आहेत ते लास्ट डेला इश्यू केलेत असं कन्सिडर करून आपण 12,000वर 15% काढू शकतो. ओके, जर आपण असं अज्यूम केलं की न्यू डिबेंचर्स फर्स्ट डेला इश्यू केलेत तर आपल्याला 14,000वर इंटरेस्ट काढावं लागेल. आय एम कॅल्क्युलेटिंग इंटरेस्ट ऑन डिबेंचर्स रुपीज 12,000. 15% ऑफ 12,000 इज 1,800. 1800 येते बघा, बरोबर आहे. इट हॅज बीन अज्युम्ड दॅट न्यू डिबेंचर्स have been issued at the end of the current accounting year, that is on 31st March 2016 असं मी अज्युम केलं. You can assume that new debentures are purchased on 1st April 2016, 1st April 2015, and you can show interest paid on debentures on the whole amount also. कळलंय तुम्हाला. सो इंटरेस्ट ऑन डिबेंचर्स मी असं अज्यूम केलेलं आहे की हे डिबेंचर्स जे नवीन इश्यू केलेत 2,000 रुपयांचे, ते नवीन इश्यू केलेले डिबेंचर्स लास्ट डेला इश्यू केलेत. त्यामुळे फक्त आधीचे डिबेंचर्स आहेत त्याच्यावर मी इंटरेस्ट कॅल्क्युलेट केला आहे 1,800. बरोबर आहे. पण तुम्ही जर अज्यूम केलं की नवीन इश्यू केलेले 2,000 धरून 14,000चे डिबेंचर्स टोटल आहेत फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट डे, then you have to calculate interest at 15% on 14,000 rupees and you have to show that interest on debentures here. Okay, so now I will add these. It is 19,800. We will add 19,800 here. So it is 48,600. Okay, now less, आपल्याला काही लेस करायचं आहे का बघा. देर इज नो नॉन कॅश ऑन नॉन ऑपरेटिंग इन्कम इन दिस प्रॉब्लेम. सो 48,600 will be operating profit before working capital changes. $48,600. Now C point will be adjustment for working capital changes. Working capital adjustment for working capital changes. Okay, now add decrease in current assets and increase in current liabilities. See in the problem, while discussing the problem आपण बघितले की there is no decrease in current asset, there is increase in current asset. Okay, and decrease in current liabilities. So in decrease in current asset and increase in current liability याचा एकही आयटम आपल्याकडे नाही आहे. सो डॅश. ओके, नाव लेस increase in current assets and decrease in current liabilities. See the problem as we have discussed earlier while reading the problem. There is increase in trade receivables, increase in inventory, increase in prepaid expenses and decrease in trade payables. These four items are there. Okay, so increase in trade receivables, increase in inventory, increase in trade receivables, there is increase in prepaid expenses and there is decrease in trade payables. Okay, so amount of increase in inventory is 8,400 8,400 inventory, and increase in trade receivables is 8,000, difference between the two amounts. Then there is increase in prepaid expenses by rupees 400 and decrease in trade payables by rupees 2,000. त्या सगळ्यांची टोटल आपल्याला डिडक्ट करायचे, त्यामुळे इथे आपण त्यांना इथेच ब्रॅकेट घातलं तरी चालते, टोटलला डायरेक्ट ब्रॅकेट घातलं तरी चालेल बिकॉज दे आर निगेटिव्ह अमाऊंट. So total is 18,800. Yes, 18,800. Okay, so we have to deduct here. So 29,800 is cash generated from operations. After deducting changes in working capital, that is changes in current assets and current liabilities, we have deducted 18,800 from 48,600. It is 29,800. Now we have to deduct income tax. So less income tax paid, and we have calculated income tax paid rupees 7,000 by preparing provision for tax account. So minus 7,000, and the answer will be 22,800 positive. 29,800 minus 7,000 Answer is 22,800. So this is net cash flow or net cash from operating activities. That is the final answer of first point. Okay, now second point. Second point, cash flows from investing activities. Okay, see the problem. In cash flows from investing activities, as we have discussed earlier, there is sale of fixed asset and purchase of fixed asset. We have prepared fixed assets account. Here is the sale amount and here is the purchase amount. Okay, so amount of sale of fixed assets positive 10,000 as cash is coming in, and we have calculated purchase amount 18,000, so negative 18,000. No other investing activities is given, so final answer will be sale 10,000, purchase negative 18,000, so final answer will be negative 8,000. That is net cash used in investing activities. This is the final answer of second point, that is cash flow from investing activities. Now third, cash flows from financing activities. Now see the problem. As we have discussed while discussing the notes, there is issue of preference shares, issue of debentures, interim dividend paid for in current year, payment of bank overdraft, and interest on debentures. Lot of financial activities are there. So issue of preference shares. See the difference between preference share capital amount, it is 20,000. Now issue of debentures, amount of issue of debentures is 2,000. आपण मगाशीच डिस्कस केलं, जुने डिबेंचर्स 12,000 होते आणि नवीन डिबेंचर्स 14,000 आहेत. सो न्यू इश्यू 2,000. देन इंटरिम डिविडंड पेड, interim dividend paid amount is given rupees 9,000. Now final dividend paid, that is proposed dividend of previous year, final dividend paid in previous year, that is rupees 10,000 negative. Okay, then payment of bank overdraft or bank overdraft paid, bank overdraft paid, that is difference between the overdraft amount is 11,400. So it is 11,400, and interest on debentures. As we have calculated it on 12,000, it is 1,800. So there is interest on debentures, there is bank overdraft paid, there is final dividend paid, interim dividend paid, and issue of shares and issue of debentures. Now let's add. We have to add all negative items and all positive items, and then we have to calculate difference, and the difference is 10,200 negative. Okay, this is cash used, net cash used in financial activities. $10,200 negative, and now 10,200 negative, 8,000 negative, it is 18,200 negative, and positive 22,800. So we have to calculate the difference, and difference is positive 4,600. So it is net increase in cash and cash equivalents. Okay, so now we will add cash and cash equivalents at the beginning. See in the problem, cash and cash equivalents at the beginning given amount is rupees 2,400. So it is total amount is 7,000, which should be cash and cash equivalents at the end. Cash and cash equivalents at the end. See the problem. In the problem, cash and cash equivalents balance given at the end is rupees 7,000. So our cash flow statement is correct. Okay, in this way you have to prepare cash flow statement. Here we have completed the problems of cash flow statement and all the portion of current year. Okay, that's all.